wellnesscoaching.com, and at least it's morning here. It's a Sunday morning, and I wanted to share with you today about almond milk and generally about going dairy-free. Today marks almost the 3-year anniversary of me being dairy-free, and that was not an easy choice for me because I was known to make a complete meal out of a block of cheese and a slab of bread. But those days are behind me, and I am so glad because I feel so much better. You know, for years I kept hearing about how bad dairy was for me and how many of the things that I was dealing with, from migraines to sinus infections to menstrual issues, that were related to my dairy consumption. And I ignored them because I love dairy. I wasn't going to give it up. But when I was diagnosed with MS, I decided this was a good reason to go ahead and try giving it up. And, you know, I gave up the cheese, the butter, the cottage cheese, the yogurt, and of course milk. So today I want to talk to you about actually how easy it is to make your own almond milk, which is a perfect substitute for those of you that want milk on your cereal or in your coffee. It's super easy to make. And, you know, you can go and you can buy, you know, the almond milk from the store, but actually making it yourself is easier. I think it tastes better, and honestly, it's cheaper. So a few ingredients, a few minutes, and you're done. So the first thing you start off with is a half a cup of almonds. Now this looks like more than half a cup. I took half a cup of almonds. Last night I put them in this bowl, covered them with filtered water, and let them soak overnight. They expand, they get really soft, it makes it easy to make almond milk. So we take our half a cup of soaked almonds and we put them in our blender. Now here I'm using a Vitamix blender. I love the Vitamix blender, but I've also made almond milk with my my Oster Beehive, which I love. It did me really well for a long time, but the Vitamix is great if you've got it. Otherwise, go ahead and use the Oster. But you know, you want a good quality blender. It's got some power behind it. So what I have here is actually about a quarter cup. I think there's 4 dates that have been pitted and also soaking in water. So I'm going to pour the dates and the water in here. See, super easy, right? I've measured out 5 cups of filtered water. And here's the optional piece. Optionally, you can put in vanilla. Now what I have here is vanilla bean. It's half a vanilla bean. I'm going to throw the whole thing in there. Totally optional. You can also use vanilla extract. You can use vanilla powder, whatever you have on hand if you want that vanilla flavor, which we tend to really like in our household, but it's totally optional. Put the lid on. It's going to get noisy here, but we want to blend up. Now, I have blended until the little specks of skin and vanilla are really fine. And then I know I'm done. Again, it's only a few minutes. I'll remove the lid. And then what I have here is what's referred to as a nut bag. It's a very fine mesh bag. You can also use a painter's bag to strain paint that you get at the hardware store. You can also use that. So we simply take, and I've got my container here. Everything's in the container. And just pour it out through the nut bag. Get all that yumminess out. And then this is where it gets fun. If you have kids, this is a really fun exercise. So you're just kind of stirring this up and let it drain. And what I've got here is I actually can hook this over the knobs in my kitchen. And so you can really just let it dangle, go do stuff, let it drain. Let's see if we can get you over here. See what's going on. So it's just draining, okay? Now, next what you can do is just squeeze. Now you want to have clean hands with this, obviously. Just squeeze. Kind of, you know, if anybody grew up on a farm or watched a movie about milking a cow, kind of the same thing here. which is kind of appropriate since we're dealing with milk. Why it's nice to just let it sit for a while. Don't force it. Let gravity do its work. Try to get all the milk out you can. Now, you may be wondering, well, what do I do with the pulp that's in that bag? And I will show you in a later video what to do about that, but you can do anything from cinnamon rolls in the dehydrator, which are fantastic. Little work, I will admit that. You know, it takes a bit of work because you actually need like 2 cups of almond milk or almond pulp. So it takes a while to, you know, I collect the pulp, I put it in a freezer bag, a Ziploc bag, and put it in the freezer. So I save my pulp. And so that's one thing. Again, that's a little bit more work, and I might show you how to do that in the future. But the other thing I do, which I will show you in a future video, is how to make chocolate truffles. They are fantastic, and they are really easy to whip together. There's no dehydrating, nothing fancy. You just need a bowl and a spoon and your ingredients, and they're really delicious and perfect. I actually came up with a recipe for Valentine's Day. I had actually forgotten about Valentine's Day this year, and it was that, you know, my husband was at work. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's going to come home and I have nothing for him, and he's going to bring flowers and I'm going to feel really bad. So I thought, well, what do I need? What can I do? And so I whipped up a recipe of raw chocolate truffles, and I saved my Valentine's Day, and they're done. So did I. They're really pretty fantastic. So that's all there is here. And I just got my pulp, again, put that in a freezer bag. And I've got this wonderful dish, or wonderful bowl full of just about 5 cups. Yep, just about 5 cups of almond milk. And I just pour that in a glass container and store it in the refrigerator. You want to shake it as it kind of separates a little bit. But put it on your cereal, put it on whatever you want to use it in. If you're using it in a recipe that you don't want sweetened milk, you can omit the dates. You can cut back on the dates, you can omit the vanilla. But the basic recipe is a 1/2 cup of almonds, 5 cups of water, and then you can just go from there. You can make banana milk and strawberry milk and whatever it is flavor. But this is really simple and will serve you for a long time in your dairy-free, clear thinking, clear sinuses, menstruation, pain-free life that really comes with moving to a dairy-free lifestyle. So hope you enjoy this. If you did, please share it with your friends. Comment below. Maybe you have another variation on the recipe. Please share that with us. Or share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, wherever. And don't forget to sign up for, if you're not already getting my free weekly tips, head on over to chronicwellnesscoaching.com and get your free guide, 5 insider tips to eliminating fatigue. Bye now.